Gyanakosha, an encyclopedia of Vedic knowledge by Pact. Vedas. Rig Veda.
ओम गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपवस्त्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पतकान् शृण्वन्नोतिभिः
Gyanakosha, hymns on Marutas. Hymns on Marut.
क्रीलं वः शर्धो मरुतमनर्वाणं रथे शुभं कण्वा अभिप्रगायत ये पृषतीभिर्षिभिः साकं वाचीभिरञ्जिभिः अजायन्त स्वभानवः इहेव शृण्व येषां कछ हस्तेषु यद्वदान्नि यामाञ्चित्रमुरुञ्जते.
Maruts. In Hinduism, the Maruts, also known as the Marut Gana and sometimes identified with Rudras, are storm deities and sons of Rudra and Prashni and attendants of Indra, an ancient Vedic deity who later came to be identified with Shiva. The number of Maruts varies from 27 to 60, 3 times 60 in Rig Veda, Mandala 8, Sukta 96, Rig 8 says that they are very violent and aggressive, described as armed with golden weapons, lightning and thunderbolts, as having iron teeth and roaring like lions, as residing in the north, as riding in golden chariots drawn by ruddy horses. Hymn 66 of Mandala 6 of the Rig Veda is an eloquent account of how a natural phenomena of a rainstorm metamorphoses into storm deities. In the Vedic mythology, the Maruts, a troop of young warriors, are Indra's companions. According to French comparative mythologists, George, they are cognate to the Inhajar and the wild hunt. Of course, everybody says, don't go and read into a wild hunt. According to the Rig Veda, the ancient collection of sacred hymns, they wore golden helmets and breastplates and used their axes to split the clouds so that rain could fall. They were widely regarded as clouds capable of shaking mountains and destroying forests. According to later traditions, such as Puranas, the Maruts were born from the broken womb of the goddess Diti after Indra hurled a thunderbolt at her to prevent her from giving birth to too powerful a son. The goddess had intended to remain pregnant for a century before giving birth to a son who would threaten Indra. So let us see the suktas in Rig Veda about Maruts. Mandala 1, Sukta 37, Rishi Kanva Gaura in meter Gayatri visualized Maruts. Sing forth, O Kanvas, to your band of Maruts unassailable, sporting resplendent on their car. They whose self-luminous were born together with the spotted deer, spears, swords, and glittering ornaments. One hears, as though it were close at hand, the cracking of the whips they hold. They gather glory on their way. Now sing forth the golden hymn, hymn to your exultant Marut host, the fiercely vigorous, the strong. Praise ye the bull among the cows, for it's the Marutas sportive band. It strengthened as it drank the rain. Who is your mightiest? Heroes, when O shakers of the earth and heaven, ye shake them like a garment's hem. At your approach man holds him down before the fury of your wrath. The rugged jointed mountain yields, they at whose racings forth the earth, like an age-weakened lord of men, trembles in terror on their ways. Strong is their birth, vigor have they to issue from their mother's strength. O yea, even twice enough is theirs. And these, the sons, the singers, in their racings, have enlarged the bounds, so that the kind must walk knee-deep. Before them on the ways they go, they drop this offspring of the cloud, long, broad, and inexhaustible. O Maruts, as your strength is great, so have ye cast men down on earth, so have ye made the mountains fall. The while the Maruts pass along, they talk together on the way. Doth any hear them as they speak? Come quick with swift steeds, for ye have worshippers among converse sons. May you rejoice among them well. All is prepared for your delight. We are their servants evermore to live as long as life may last. In Sukta 38 in Mandala 1, Rishi Kanvagaura in Meter Gayatri visualized Marutas. Aye, what now? When will ye take us by both hands as a deer, sir, his son? Gods for whom sacred grass is clipped. Now whither? To what goal of yours go ye? In heaven and not on earth? Where do your cows disport themselves? Where are your newest favors shown? Where, Maruts, your prosperity? Where all your high felicities? If, O ye Maruts, ye the sons whom Prashni bore, were mortal and immortal, he who sings your praise, then never were your praiser loaded like a wild beast in pasture land, nor should he go on Yama's path. Let not destructive plague on plague, hard to be conquered, strike its down. Let each with drought depart from us. Truly they, the fierce and mighty sons of Rudra, send their windless rain them on the desert places. Like a cow the lightning lows and follows, mother like her youngling, when their rain flood hath been loosened. When they inundate the earth, they spread forth darkness them in daytime with the water-laden rain cloud. O Maruts, at your voices sound, this earthly habitation shakes, and each man reels who dwells therein. O Maruts, with your strong hoofed steeds, unhindered in their courses, haste along the bright embarked streams. Firm be the fellies of your wheels, steady your horses and your cars, and may your reins be fashioned well. Invite hither with this song for praise, Agni, the Lord of prayer, him who is fair as Mitra is. Form in thy mouth the hymn of praise, expand thee like a rainy cloud. Sing forth the measured eulogy. Sing glory to the Maruts host, praiseworthy, tuneful, vigorous. Here let the strong ones dwell with us. Sukta 39 of Mandala 1, Rishi Kanvagaura in meter Bruhati visualized Maruts. When thus, like flame from far away, Maruts, ye cast your measure forth, to whom go ye? To whom, O shakers of the earth, moved by those wisdom whose design? Strong let your weapons be to drive away your foes, firm for resistance, let them be. Ay, passing glories, and glorious must be your warrior might, not as a gullible mortal strength. When what is strong ye overthrow, and will about each ponderous thing. Heroes, your course is through the forest trees of earth, and through the fissures of the rocks. Consumers of your foes, no enemy of yours is found in heaven or on earth. O Rudras, may the strength held in this bond be yours to bid defiance even now. They make the mountains rock and reel. They rend the forest kings apart. Onward, ye Maruts, drive like creatures drunk with wine, ye gods with all your company. Ye to your chariot have yoked the spotted deer, a red deer as a leader draws. Even the earth herself listened as he came near, and men were sorely terrified. O Rudras, quickly we desire your succor for this work of ours. Come to us with your aid, as in the days of old, so now for frightened Kanva's sake. Should any monstrous foe, O Marutas, sent by you or sent by mortals, threaten us, tear ye him from us with your power and with your might, and with the succors that are yours. For ye, the worshipful and wise, have guarded Kanva perfectly. O Maruts, come to us with full protecting help, as lightning flashes seek the rain. Whole strength have ye, O bounteous ones, perfect earth shakers in your might. Maruts, against the poet's wrathful enemy, send ye an enemy like a dart. Sukta 64 in Mandala 1, Rishi now the Gautama in Meter Jagati visualize Maruts. Bring for the manly host, wise and majestically, O Nodas, for the Maruts bring thou a pure gift. I deck my songs as one deft-handed, wise in mind prepares the water that hath power in Solomon rites. They spring to birth, the lofty ones, the bulls of heaven, divine, the youths of Rudra, free from spot and strain. The purifiers, shining brightly, even as suns, are full of form like giants, scattering raindrops down. Young Rudras, demon slayers, never growing old, they have waxed even as mountains irresistible. They make all beings tremble with their mighty strength, even the very strongest, both of earth and heaven. With glittering ornaments, they deck them forth for show. For beauty on their breasts, they bind their chains of gold. The lances on their shoulders pound to pieces. They are born together of themselves, the men of heaven. Loud roarers, giving strength, devourers of the foe, they make the winds, they make the lightnings with their powers. The restless shakers drain the others of the sky, and ever wandering round fill the earth full with milk. The bounteous Maruts, with the fatness dropping milk, fill full the waters which avail in Solomon rides. They led, as it were, the strong horse forth, that it may rain. They milk the thundering, the never-failing spring. Mighty with wondrous power, and marvelously bright, self-strong like mountains, ye glide swiftly on your way. Like the wild elephant, ye eat the forest up when ye assume your strength among the bright red flames. Exceeding wise, they roar like lions mightily. They all possessing are beauteous as antelopes. String the darkness with lances and spotted deer, combined as priests with serpent's fury through their might. Heroes who march in companies, befriending man with serpent's earth through strength, a great the earth and heaven. Upon the seats, O Maruts, of your chariots, upon the cars stands lightning visible as light. Lords of all riches, dwelling in the home of wealth, endowed with mighty vigor, singers loud of voice, heroes of powers infinite, armed with strong men's rings, the archers, they have laid the arrow on their arms. They who with golden fellies make the rain increase, drive forward the big clouds like wanderers on the way. Self-moving, brisk, unwearied, they who overthrow the firm, the Maruts with bright lances make all things to reel. The progeny of Rudra we invoke with prayer, the brisk, the bright, the worshipful, the active ones. To the strong band of Maruts cleave for happiness the changes of the sky, impetuous, vigorous. Maruts, the man whom ye have guarded with your help, he verily in strength surpasseth all mankind. Spoil with his steeds he gaineth, treasure with his men he winneth, honourable strength and prospereth. O Maruts, to the worshippers give glorious strength, invincible in battle. Brilliant, bringing wealth, praiseworthy, known to all men. May we foster well during 100 winters, son and progeny. Will ye then, O ye Marutas, grant us riches, durable, rich in men, defying onslaught, 100,000-fold, ever increasing, may he, enriched with prayer, come soon and early. Shukta 85, Mandala 1, Rishi Gautama Rahuguna in meter Jagati hailed Maruts. They who are glancing forth like women on their way, doers of mighty deeds, swift racers, Rudra's sons. The Maruts have made heaven and earth increase and grow. In sacrifices they delight, the strong and wild. Grown to their perfect strength, greatness have they attained. The Rudras have established their abode in heaven. Singing their song of praise and generating might, they have put glory on the sons whom Prani bear. When children of the cow, they shine in bright attire, and on their fair limbs they lay their golden ornaments. They drive away each adversary from their path, and following their traces, fatness floweth down. When mighty warriors, who glitter with your spears, overthrowing with your strength, then what is never overthrown? When, O ye Maruts, ye the host that sent the rain, had harnessed to your cars the thought fleet spotted deer. When you have harnessed to your ears the spotted deer, urging the thunderbolt, O Maruts, to the fray, forth rush the torrents of the dark red stormy cloud, and moisten like a skin the earth with water floods. Let your swift gliding coursers bear you hitherward with their fleet opinions. Come ye forward with your arms. Sit on the grass, a white scat hath been made for you. Delight yourselves, O Maruts, in the pleasant foot. Strong in their native strength to greatness have they grown, stepped to the firmament and made their dwelling wide. When Vishnu saved the Soma, bringing wild delight, the Maruts sat like birds on their dear holy grass. In sooth, like heroes, fain for fight, they rush about like combatants, fame seeking, have they striven in war. Before the Maruts, every creature is afraid. The men are like to kings, terrible to behold. When Tesester, deft of hand, had turned the thunderbolt, golden with 1,000 edges, fashioned more skillfully. Indra received it to perform heroic deeds. Vrata the slew, and forced the flood of water forth. They with their vigorous strength pushed the well up on high, and clothed the cloud in twine, though it was passing strong. The Maruts, bounteous givers, sending forth their voice in the wild joy of Soma, wrought their glorious deeds. They drave the cloud transverse directed hitherward, and poured the fountain forth for thirsting Gautama. Shining with varied light, they come to him with help. They with their might fulfilled the longing of the sage. The shelters which ye have for him who lauds you, bestow them threefold on the man who offers. Extend the same boons unto us, O Marutas. Give us, O heroes, wealth with noble offering. Sukta 86, Mandala 1, Rishi Gautama Rahuguna in meter Gayatri hailed Maruts. The best of guardians hath that man within whose dwelling place ye drink, O Maruts, giants of the sky, honoured with sacrifice or with the worship of the sages' hymns, O Maruts, listen to the call. Ye, the strong man, to whom ye have vouchsafed to give a sage, shall move into a stable rich in kine. Upon this hero's sacred grass, Soma is poured in daily rites. Praise and delight are sung aloud. Let the strong Maruts hear him surpassing all men. Strength be his, that reaches even to the sun. For through the swift God's loving help, in many an autumn, Maruts, we have offered up our sacrifice. Fortunate shall that mortal be, O Maruts, most adorable, whose offerings ye bear away. O heroes, truly strong, ye know the toil of him who sings your praise, the heart's desire of him who loves, O ye of the true strength. Make this thing manifest by your greatness strike the demon with your thunderbolt. Conceal the horrid darkness, drive far from us each devouring friend. Create the light for which we long. Shukta 87, Mandala 1, Rishi Gautama Rahuguna in meter Jagati hailed Maruts. Loud singers, never humbled, active, full of strength, immovable, impetuous, manliest, best beloved. They have displayed themselves with glittering ornaments, a few in number only, like the heavens with stars. When Maruts on the steeps ye pile the moving cloud, ye are like birds on whatsoever path it be. Clouds everywhere shed forth the rain upon your cars. Drop fatness, honey-hued, for him who sings your praise. Earth at their racings trembles as if weak and worn, when on their ways they yoke their cars for victory. They, sportive, loudly roaring, armed with glittering spears, shakers of all, themselves admire their mightiness. Self-moving is that youthful band, with spotted steeds, thus it hath lordly sway, endued with power and might. Truthful art thou, and blameless, searcher out of sin. O thou, strong host, wilt be protector of this prayer. We speak by our descent from our primeval soul. Our tongue, when we behold the Soma, stirs itself. When shouting, they had joined Indra in toil of fight. Then only they obtained their sacrificial name. Splendors they gained for glory. They who wear bright rings, rays they obtained, and men to celebrate their praise. Armed with their swords, impetuous and fearing not, they have possessed the Marutas' own beloved home. Sukta 88, Mandala 1, Rishi Gautama Rahuguna in meter Prastapadki hailed Maruts. Come hither, Maruts, on your lightning laden cars, sounding with sweet songs, armed with lances, winged with steeds. Fly unto us with noblest foot, like birds, O ye of mighty power. With their red-hued or happily tawny coursers, with speed their chariots on, they come for glory. Brilliant like gold is he who holds the thunder. Earth have they smitten with the chariot's felly. For beauty ye have swords upon your bodies, as they stir woods, so may they stir our spirits. For your sake, O ye Maruts, very mighty and well-born, have they set the stone in motion. The days went round you and came back, O earners, back to this prayer and to this solemn worship. The Gautamas, making their prayer with singing, have pushed the well's lid up to drink the water. No hymn way ever known like this aforetime, which Gautama sang forth for you. O Maruts, what time upon your golden wheels he saw you, wild boats rushing about with tusks of iron. To you this freshening draught of Soma rusheth, O Maruts, like the voice of one who prayeth. It rusheth freely from our hands as these libations want to flow.